Hey, it's Captain Mike from Forbes Fishing, and in today's episode, I am at the AC In-Water Boat Show, and I'm looking across there at the beautiful new 35 Regulator. Let's go take a look.
Hi, my name is Tim Ford. I represent Regulator Marine. I'm the Northeast and Great Lakes sales representative. We're at the Atlantic City In-Water Boat Show, and we have brought with us a new model today called the 35. We're on hull number 35001. This boat was introduced in February of 2025 at the Miami Boat Show, and it's making the rounds throughout the entire country. A couple of things we've done differently. Regulator is now 37 years old. We've always been center consoles. We have a couple of what we call XO series or crossover series, which are combination bay boats and light offshore. The 35 is what we call an offshore boat. What we've done is we've powered it, first of all, with Yamaha triple 350s. We've also put on here, which is standard on this boat as well as all our boats this year, except for the Model 41, is Seakeeper Ride. Those are automatic trim tabs. They automatically adjust hundreds of times per second. So it makes the ride a lot easier, makes it easier for newer boaters and even experienced boaters to go out for a ride. The boat itself has an 11'8" beam going across. We have a side door called a dive door. Our smaller boats at 28 and smaller have what we call a transom walk-through door. A couple of things we've done unique on the boat this year. What we haven't had on our other boats is we have two large fish boxes on both the port and starboard side, as well as trays for holding all your tackle and your gear.
I love the bait trays.
Yeah. Now these they all drain down to what we call the sea chest system. The sea chest system is an automatic system that actually cleans out, has all your strainers and filters, so everything goes directly discharged overboard. Nothing drains to the bilge.
Tim, it feels cold down there.
It's cold because we have chill plates, not just chill plates. They're controllable chill plates on both boxes. You can make these freezer boxes, you can make them just chill plates. It's a matter of how you are going to use your boat on any given day.
Now that's available in both
the port and the starboard boxes. What we skipped on the transom is you have a pressurized live well with a clear top, so you can actually see your bait. This is a backlit box. You can actually see your bait during the day. On this particular boat, we put the optional see-through window so you can actually see your bait as you're walking around the boat, if you need to. You have two storage. You have a cutting board with a wash-down hose. And on this side, another wash-down, more trays for holding your hardware. And again, everything drains down into the sea chest system, so you don't have to worry about cleaning strainers or filters.
Now, Tim, these seem new.
Right, that's called the burning reuse system. The advantage is you can actually order different parts, and depending on how you're going to use your system, you can put in rod holders, you can put in cutting boards with cutting knives. You also have one for that actual grill with another cutting station. So it's a matter of how you are going to use your boat on any given day and which hardware you're going to be looking for.
Now this system's add-on option,
These are
right?
add-on. These are add-on option, but it's something all our dealers can do and help you with.
Yep. Now, could these be rod holders if someone
Well, they actually could be rod holders as well, actually, because they are rod holders to start with. So this is just something you pop in. If you don't like the angle, use your Allen wrenches, change the angles, and it sets the system up for it. We also have on the transom, which is pretty unique. Our other center consoles have what we call a solid hideaway bench in the transom. What we've done on this boat is, since we put the live well in the middle, we put a hideaway bench on both the port and starboard side. If you notice, it's a quilted upholstery with a light brown color. White upholstery is standard on all our boats. You can get it with the diamond upholstery as an option, white and gray as an option with upholstery, or white and brown. It's a matter of how you want to use it in your system. What we also want to do is check out the bilge. Okay, it's your bilge access. If you notice, I can let go. Any hatch that opens on this boat less than 90 degrees has gas shocks. This is a ladder that right here, hidden in here. The ladder is for your transom side door. So in case you're fishing this way or swimming, you get in and out of the boat. Keeps you well away from the outboards and well away from the props.
I love how it's like stored away from, like, it's not something you need all the time.
No,
so it
not
doesn't
at all.
need to be in, out in the open. And...
But if you do happen to fall overboard and the side door is not open, the bracket itself has a ladder built into it. That's Coast Guard required on all our boats.
Yeah.
There's ladder access in the water in case of emergency. If you notice in the Bilge, everything is marked. It shows you where your filters are, where your pumps are. These 2 buckets, those are just for extra storage, so for rags, for cleaners,
Yep.
but they are fully removable. We also have, what's really unique on this system is we have lithium batteries on this boat as well as the regular lead battery system. The advantage of lithiums are they don't need to be charged up as often, they last longer, and they actually give you a better return system. Because as we get into this area just forward of the Bilge, you'll notice we have a gyro stabilizer in there. The gyro is built by Dometic. The battery system is also built by Dometic. The advantage of the Dometic system over some of our competitors is this spools up in 1/3 of the time. It draws 1/3 of the power. When we get down below later on, there's also an air conditioner on this boat. So you can actually, if you're sitting still or trolling slow, the biggest problems with the old battery systems are the alternators aren't putting enough power, so you'll actually run your Seakeeper down, run your batteries down, run your air conditioner down. The lithium batteries will actually defeats that system, so you can actually run longer periods of times on the lithium batteries.
Hey Tim, these boxes on each side of the gyro,
that's your Dometic lithium batteries.
those are the batteries, for that, right?
But everything has immediate access. If you notice down in here, everything is well marked. It's easy to access. You have your 110 panel and your 12-volt panel.
Yeah, the shrink wrap on each one of these wires says what it's for.
But everything has easy access. And what we'll do is we'll close this. You can actually see the seating on here. And a couple of things we've done differently is on this particular boat we put in black powder coating. Black powder coating is an option, but the advantage is it's a brush. It's not a sharp. It's not highlighted, so that it doesn't get hot and retains the heat. You have a double seat here. So you have a double seat. If you notice, we have 11 rod holders on the rocket launcher. This boat can take up to 49 rod holders as you're going forward. If you notice,
when you see my order come across, it'll have all 49. Not because I'm carrying 49 rods, Tim, but you always want a different place to put them down.
Well, if you also notice, a lot of them are combination cup holder rod holders.
Yep.
So they don't have to be just for rod holders. You could actually have cups for drinks, depending on how many people are on the boat with that day.
Tim, I'm looking at this seat. It looks to have a nice back angle. And it does. You could absolutely be comfortable riding out in this position.
Yep.
I've seen so many of them where the seat's like basically upright.
Yep, and then as soon as you hit a wave, you get thrown off the seat.
You feel like you're going to get launched into the
tough.
cockpit.
Now, if you notice, before we go up to the helm, at the helm we have 2 Garmin 22-inch screens. But if you notice up at the T-top, we have a Garmin 12-inch. So you can be standing back here fishing, standing back here, use your boat, and you can still see access to the panels.
I love that.
Depending how tall you are. The teak accent is something that's an option on our triple seats. There's also an accent on as forward in front of the console. Going forward, if you notice, it's a raised helm. But before we get that far, you do notice we have lots of storage on both sides. Tackle box, waste basket. On the far side, there's more tackle and 2 storage drawers. So there's plenty of room for storage because you can never have enough on a boat.
Just do that.
As you get to the console, you notice we have 2 Garmin 22-inch screens.
Massive.
Massive. And this boat also has my helm, very similar to what we have on our 37. So if you notice here, like on the boats behind us, the older style 23, the older style 28, there's a vent window right in the T-top itself. I can open up the vent so you can have air coming through the vent and through the vent on the front of the windshield, or I can close the vent because we have 2 vents here that can control the water control the air coming through. You still have your VHF radio, your Garmin 22-inch screens, your Seakeeper ride control, your Yamaha joystick with the autopilot. That's standard on the boat. The Seakeeper ride system is now standard on every boat other than the 41 because they don't have a system that will take quad engines at this time. If you're moving forward, you have matching glove boxes on both the starboard side.
Got my fender connectors in there.
Okay, if you notice, what we've also added is this is called a bull nose. So now when water is coming down the boat, it runs down the length of the boat and then drops back into the water. It doesn't come into the hole right here. It's a very large console down below. You can be up to 6'4" or 6'5" and stand up down here. You have a freshwater electric head. You have a vanity sink, more storage. You have access, if you need it, to the back of your garment. Teak finish and wood finish as an option. You have a large cooler. Again, you have the gas shock. If it's open less than 90 degrees, gas shocks will hold it open for you.
Now,
this has
you can see this is on the video. You can see this is sweaty. This is nice and cold in here.
Right, because the same control system like you have back in the 2-deck fish boxes, you have it in the forward setting as well.
Tim, I got to say, the molded in rod holders on the console, that's a dream for me. I love that. Easy to clean, easy to get rods, clear rods out of the way.
You have pop-up headrests on both the port and starboard side. And something that's very unique for us this year, a lot of times getting storage for your upholstery on and off, you're not fighting with tracks anymore.
Hey, Steve Tallow, do you see that one?
It's magnetic. The advantage now, you have magnetic cushions. They can all be put away, stored down below. What you have here, going forward, we had a cushion down below when I was down there. You can make this into a sunbed, or you can make it into a table. It's a matter of how you use your boat. Now, what's unique about the 35 is that forward piece in the middle, that seat, that can flip down. That gives you direct access to your anchor locker, or if you're fishing, you don't have to worry about a seat being in the way. That piece can fold down. Don't do it. What you also have forward is you have your optional cell phone chargers. Phones forward as well. And what's another thing this year we did was in the last year's older boats, you had to remove a cushion with the latch to get in. We have now moved the latch down to the side, and there's your access.
Yeah.
Rod and reel storage, but you have access. You don't have to keep also.
That's a way better solution for both access with the upholstery, but it doesn't fill with water.
That's correct. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You have your forward anchor locker. Now, this is hull number 1. It actually left the factory before we had a chance to put a windlass in. The windlass will be added next time it goes back to the factory. That's the tour of the 35. I really encourage you to go to the regulatormarine.com website. We have videos of the factory tour. We have a running video of every single model that we're building this year, including the spec sheets. Hope to see you at one of the boat shows or back at one of our dealers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim. It's a beautiful boat. I know you're going to have great success with it.